Dear friends, today we will discuss on the field of rational numbers. Okay, so let us assume that script n denotes the set of natural numbers. Now we consider the set n cross n. Okay, so this is the n cross n. Now let us take two elements from n cross n. Okay. Now we define a relation by, as we say the element PQ and AB is related if and only if P multiplied by B is same as Q multiplied by A. Okay. Obviously, this is an reflexive relation, and obviously rho is a symmetric relation. Okay, and now we check that rho is a transitive relation. Transitive relation. Okay, so this relation is an equivalence relation. Equivalence relation. Okay, so this equivalence relation rho gives a partition on n cross n. Okay, so we can partition n cross n into some disjoint union of sets. Okay, so each equivalence class is denoted by the symbol. So we can write n cross n as union of those equivalence classes. Okay, for example, the equivalence class 1, 1 is the collection of elements like these. Okay, so this is the equivalence class 1, 1, and the equivalence class 1, 2 is collection of elements which looks like okay. Now we take exactly one element from each equivalence class and take the union of them, and that union is denoted by the symbol Q plus. So Q plus is collection of all elements of the from P comma Q, where PQ comes from set of natural numbers and GCD of PQ equal to 1. Okay, this condition GCD of PQ is equal to 1 implies that we take exactly one element from each equivalence classes. And in other words, these conditions help us to write each member of Q plus in a unique way. Okay, now we can easily define a bijective map from the set Q plus to the set of elements of the from P by Q, where P and Q belongs to set of natural numbers and GCD of P and Q equal to 1 by the rule P comma Q goes to P by Q. Okay, check, this map is bijective map. So since this map is bijective map, okay, since there is a bijective map between Q plus and this set, so we can take Q plus as the set P by Q, where PQ belongs to natural numbers and GCD of P comma Q equal to 1. Then obviously this set is a subset of real numbers. Okay. And moreover, this set is superset of natural numbers. Okay. Next, we know that 0 belongs to R, and for every element A belongs to R, there exists a negative element of that element inside R. So, for each element inside Q plus, there exists the negative element of that element inside R. So, we define set of rational numbers as Q plus union 0 union negative of elements from Q plus. Okay. Now, if we take two elements from the set of rational numbers, then obviously these two are real numbers. So, this implies the sum of these two elements is a real number, but it is easy to check sum of these two numbers is also a rational number. Okay. And also it is easy to check that multiplication of two rational number is rational. Okay. Moreover, check that Q plus dot is a field. That is, check that Q plus dot satisfies all the field axioms. Okay. So, another observation, if I take two rational number, okay, then it is obvious that these two are obviously real numbers. So, if P by Q and A by B are positive rational numbers, then by order axiom their sum and their multiplication gives two positive rational numbers. Okay. And similarly, if we can apply law of trichotomy here. So, Q plus dot is an ordered field. Okay. So, we have already seen that the set of rational numbers is a subset of real numbers. But in 6th century BC, the Greek Society of Pythagoreans discovered that the diagonal of a unit square cannot be expressed as a ratio of two integers. Okay. So, if we apply Pythagorean theorems here, then we can see that the square of the diagonal is 2. Okay. They discovered that there exist no rational numbers whose square is 2. So, this result help us that there are real numbers which are not rational. Okay. And this help us to define irrational numbers. So, irrational numbers are irrational number. So, irrational numbers are real numbers which is not rational. That is, irrational numbers are real numbers which cannot be expressed as a ratio of two integers. Okay. So now we prove that there exists no rational number p by q such that its square is 2. Okay. Proof. So if possible, there exists a rational number p by q belongs to q such that its square is 2. Okay. Then here it is obvious that GCD of p and q is 1. Okay. Now, since p by q whole square is 2, so p square equal to 2 into q square. So this implies as p square is even. Okay. Now, if p is a odd number, okay, then its square is again an odd number. Since p square is even, so p is even. Okay. Say p is equal to twice n. Okay. Since GCD of p and q is 1 and p is even, so q must be odd. Okay. Okay. Again, p square equal to 2q square. So 4m square equal to 2q square, that is q square equal to 2m square, that is q square is even, and by the same logic q is even. So this implies is q is even. Okay. So we have seen that q is odd as well as q is even. That cannot be possible. Okay. So there does not exist a rational number p by q whose square is 2, and this result shows the existence of irrational numbers. The irrational numbers is numbers which is not rational. So irrational numbers are those real numbers which cannot be expressed as a ratio of two integers. Okay. Thank you.